about the play of the youngsters like Shanton and Cato back there? Well, they are showing moves that really belie the fact that they are just rookies in this league.
I just said to Joey Burke as he was leaving the suite that you can't tell number 2 and 14 are rookies in the league. If you don't look at your paper, you're sitting there going, these guys maybe got 2 years of experience in this league, the way they're patient, the way they're poised. You know, we alluded to how bright the future is with Niagara's D. Enright, you can good look at him there, number 4.
Another 2 defensemen. Cato, a 3rd round pick, Ed, that many thought had 2nd or late 1st round talent.
Yeah, and Cato's an exciting player too. Again, he's just one of those guys that really came into the league, and really there wasn't really a big transitional period. We alluded to Enright that he was just one of those guys along with Cato and Shannon. But just to add to that too, I mean, really from the get-go, you look tonight, Cato's playing with Shannon, 2 rookies in the league being paired up. That tells me that Niagara has confidence in these guys. And because the 3 of them have gotten really good playing time this year, that's only going to help them next year. So for the next 2 or 3 years, these guys are going to be studs here in the OHL. Landon Cato's a player. Keep your eye on number 2 for the Niagara IceDogs. Real smooth stride, smooth pass. They're going to do a nice little D-to-D right here. But boom, watch, headband it. You got a man right there in front of the red line. Hit it with that pass. Nice little dump in. Leads to an opportunity by the Niagara IceDogs right here on Andrew McLean, right between the lines.
In the 2nd period, and Cato is going after Manikas, who responds with a slash, and they're going to go.
Landon Cato played 50 games last year, but only had 2 assists. In his previous time for the Ontario Hockey League, Landon Cato's a big body, we know that, we see that, but he also had an offensive dimension to his game that we just haven't quite seen develop right now in the Ontario Hockey League. Can Landon Cato, in his 2nd year, can he actually bring more to the table offensively than what he did last year? What do you think, Austin?
Oh, I definitely think he can bring more to the table offensively. Like you said, he was very productive in midget, and offensive capability, it just doesn't disappear. I think now, this year, he'll have a year under his belt in the OHL. He'll be more comfortable. He'll probably have a little bit bigger of a role. I think you'll start to see him bring more of that offensive side to his game this season for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's valuable to have for sure. I mean, a 6'1 defenseman, 205 pounds, right shot, those are always coveted. He had 55 points in 101 games in minor midget. Again, that's just under a half point a game. So there is some opportunity there for him to be a solid way defenseman for this team. And I think there's more left to be desired with Landon Cato, and I think he could show it this year, like Austin mentioned, going into his 2nd season.
For me, I definitely agree. I also think there's a little bit more to his game than what he showed last year. Every coach in the Ontario Hockey League that the Niagara IceDogs have had, from Marty Williamson, Dave Bell, Billy Burke, have all said one thing. As a 16-year-old defenseman in this league, it's about survival. Quite frankly, Landon Cato last year, it was about survival. This year, it's about progression. So I definitely think he's going to get more
Just how much more do you think you can bring to this team offensively, and are you kind of setting some personal totals for yourself this year in that regard, while also trying to kind of have a complete round out your complete game as well, not just with your points?
Yeah, so working right now on the ice with Josh Roble, and one of the biggest things that we're working on right now is just getting pucks on net from the blue line, right? So I think that was probably, in my game, if I have to say, that was one of my biggest problems, was some of the shots from the point were getting blocked and stuff, and I couldn't get them through. So I'm very confident in that. Now, my whole game, I think I'm very confident in. I went from minor midget. I used to score a lot, actually. I had a lot of points. So I think it's in me to do it, and I think I'll be able to, once I get my footing and I get comfortable and stuff, I think this year I'll be able to put up some points on the sheet.